for Los Angeles. Both of these squads bring history and pride to these West Coast institutions that, while allied at times, want nothing more than to ring that victory bell right in the other guy's face. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the UCLA Bruins, taking on last year's national champion, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Bruins will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the USC Trojans offense will go to work first. The Trojans dominated this matchup last year and took home the victory bell in a blowout.
Yeah, and they were just having fun during that blowout of their cross-city rival last year. David, you could just see it on the faces of the Trojan players, having fun pummeling UCLA last season.
Yeah, and I can tell you what, as a player in rivalry games, you also don't remember how much fun they had. All the celebrations, you remember all of that every day of the year, and you're coming back and you're trying to change that and do a little celebrating yourself.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Pressure coming. That one comes out hot down the right side. There he goes. Boy, are they loving that huge play. He's got it down to the 9.
Well, the offense is finding success throwing this guy's way. He just had a massive, massive play, his longest catch of the game. And I think if you're on offense, you got to keep looking this guy's way. He's now starting to prove that he's eating his guy alive in coverage, and he needs more touches.
Quarterback may change this route. Thanks to grab. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the deep.
Touchdown, Trojans! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
That great first drive by this offense.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Makes the quick grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The victory bell's not some manufactured, concocted trophy, guys. This thing actually used to be on a train.
That is so cool, and the origins of the story of all these rivalries and the trophies, Jesse, it's so cool, it's fun to find out about, and these guys out here are learning on the job about it.
Yeah, it's just really such a point of pride, the victory bell, not just here in the city of Los Angeles, but to these kids, there's just a different energy in this game.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. And the Bruins will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Quick pass on the jet motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Trojans.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Turning it on! Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
That's a nice-looking run. That reminds me of Jonathan Franklin, Maurice Jones-Drew, Zach Charbonnet. In recent years, they've had a lot of ability at the running back position. How about this name, though? Little-known fact. The great Jackie Robinson also played running back for UCLA. You know he's smiling down from heaven watching that last game.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. The Bruins will line it up on 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Off the play fake on 1st down. Quickly complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
The play action fake. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut. And he cruises his way to the house. He wants to change this route. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. This crosstown rivalry dates back nearly 100 years, guys. The first meeting between the Trojans and the Bruins back in 1929.
Yeah, and every year since, you know, one thing you know, Jesse, is the uniforms are crisp. They are clean. They are so sweet.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Snags it inside the 20. He's got the sideline going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out of this game and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you have got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
Trying to barrel in. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the 1st quarter. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. He has kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. And the Bruins will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. And the returner is stopped. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Got his man downfield. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
That's a great job by the wide receiver, understanding where the first down marker is. Don't mess around. Don't run 2 yards short. Get to the first down, catch the football, move the sticks, and get an extra set of downs.
He's got him still on his feet. Touchdown, Southern Cal. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Back to pass. Setting up the screen. Runs through the tackle. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
He's got an open man. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to come.
It's a fumble. And the fumble goes out of bounds. They'll maintain possession, actually picked up yardage on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Tight end now in motion. Off the RPO, complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. What's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
The Bruins come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Finds the tight end. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the Bruins kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Looking to throw. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on first down and goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got his man. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They keep pushing forward down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. He's looking to throw. Grabs a screen around all kinds of defenders. The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get... The give out of the gun. Oh, he's got some space. The 20, 10, touchdown Trojans. He broke away. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? To the air on first down. The quick out. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down.
Here we go.
Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Bringing it back. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Trojan. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Leaves it with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Got him downfield. Still on his feet at the 45. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense.
The Bruins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The RPO, it's complete. Quick step and go. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Sends it back in motion. To the air on second down. Gets it out quickly. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
It's complete to the right. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick release by the QB. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than cornerback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by the corner.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Bruins! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll start this drive with a pass. Finds a man on the left. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. One word to describe this guy: unstoppable. Over 150. Trying to beat the D deep. Makes the catch. And he will score! Touchdown, USC! UCLA will go back to work on offense. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments.
Pound and pound, baby. Let's go. Here we go, Zach.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
Quickly out to the tight end. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
Pulls and fires complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
The lone back's got it. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Finds his tight end. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bruins getting set on 1st and 10. They'll go back to the ground. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
I think the offensive coordinators are there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week.
There he goes. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a 1st down.
Gain of 12. Good enough for a 1st down.
The Bruins pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to pass inside the red zone. The throw to the outside is complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Here's the handoff. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
Off the play fake. Fires into the end zone. Oh, it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Working that left side. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. Quick release on the RPO. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Makes the grab on the right. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. He might want another play. Just keeps slinging it. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game. Has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That 1st down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Trojans started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. The give to the tailback. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And after the really good gain on first down, they'll try to finish it off on 2nd and goal. Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Southern! And the Bruins buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. Hands it off. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And his offense doesn't have much space to go backwards anymore. They've given that up, man. You got to be physical. You got to find a way to get this ball out of the area of your own end zone. You don't want to flirt with the safety, and that means being physical and getting your back downhill, not down.
Had nowhere to go, couldn't get it out of the end zone. He'll take the safety.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. Tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a bad day.
Return is tackled out at the 41. And your USC Trojans will take
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to adjust the pattern. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Steps away. Takes the easy completion. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29.
And that's why this QB's speed is such an asset. He can use it to his advantage, buy himself time to make a nice throw down the field.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. A strike downfield. And they're going to score again. Yet another. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll start this drive going to the air. Throwing right. It's caught. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
You love to deliver a punch on the first play of the drive. They've got it at the 46 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Page. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Bruins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Got his man in the middle. Turning it on. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Wants to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough about today.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. And the pass will be incomplete, looking for a little window dressing at the end, but the ball game is over. Back in 1939, USC first stole Victory Bell. This time around, it was earned as the Trojans emerged victorious over their crosstown rivals. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.